Hello, everyone. As you've heard several times, I'm Ann Daniels, one of the co-chairs for the Grants Committee this year with Mary Jo. As you heard earlier, this is my second year, so I will be transitioning off in June. Before we get to the information about the grants, I just want to thank Mary Jo. She's been an amazing partner this year. She is smart. She's passionate about the work and a true lifelong learner. So it has been a joy to work with her. I also want to thank Mary Ann Pinkard, one of our grants administrators. She makes everything tick behind the scenes, and she has also been a wonderful partner. So thank you, Mary Ann. It's been great to get to work so closely with you these past 2 years. So now to our slideshow. Slide number 1, please. So here are some statistics about 2021. 114 applications, which is pretty much on par. And as you can see, we've divided into those who have never applied before, organizations who have applied and not been funded, and those who have applied before and been funded. You can see the breakdown is about 30%, it's about a third each. What is different this year is the number of site visits that virtual site visits that our readers went on. They visited 71 of those 114 organizations, and that is the most we've ever had. And then they recommended 54 organizations for funding, which is also the most that have ever been put forward. We funded 23 organizations, which is about 20%, and that is the same from last year and the year before. So we are funding about 1 in every 5 applications. Next slide. So member participation. Readers, where would we be without you? Mary Jo and I want to extend our thanks to the 114 members who volunteered to read grants. They did this knowing full well that we would most likely be all virtual this year, but nothing stops these women. They met via Zoom, they read applications, they met again via Zoom. They did all their site visits via Zoom. But as you can see, based on the number of applications that were put forward for funding, these visits were no less compelling than those that were in person. So we are thrilled with what we were able to do. And there have been a few positive things about going virtual. When the weather was bad and it snowed, nobody had to cancel a site visit. And we were able to have people from around the country, members who were all over the country, join and read our teams. So that was very exciting. Another silver lining, if you look down to the middle of the slide, is since we did not have the in-person grants presentation, we invited all of our members to review the grant recommendations and vote. And so another 112 members registered to do that. So this year we had over 50% of our members involved in this process, which I think is really very exciting. So now I'm going to hand it over to Mary Jo for what everybody's been waiting for, our 2021 grantees.
Hello, everyone. Jeff, can we have, okay, so grants made this year, $530,000, and these are the organizations that received the grants. If we want to go to that slide, Jeff. Okay. Under case management, we will be making a grant to Unity Properties for $25,000. They work with people in West Baltimore, helping them with affordable housing needs. In the domestic sexual violence area, we will be giving a grant to Tahari Justice Center. This is general operating support to fund their support services for immigrant women, $25,000. Food and hunger services. This was, of course, something we cared about deeply this year as many people struggled. We'll be giving money to the MK Foundation, $25,000. Also, Southern Maryland Agricultural Development Commission. This is a group that provides vouchers for farmers markets, $24,900. In health services, 2 recipients, MedStar Harbor Hospital for their mobile health center, $25,000, and Shepherd's Clinic health program, $4,400. Next slide. In housing, Gedco will be receiving $25,000, and Marion House will be receiving $25,000 general operating support. Legal Services, International Rescue Committee, for the work they do with immigrant women, $25,000. And in the life skills area, the Girl Scouts of Central Maryland, Girls in Fearless Transition. This is a program that helps girls whose mothers are in prison. Soccer Without Borders, high school soccer teams, $25,000. A Women's Housing Coalition, All Access Technology Training Initiative, $25,000. Next slide. In the literacy education sphere, the BSO Orchids, $25,000. Foundation for Baltimore Leadership School for Young Women, their Summer Mathematics Academy, $21,803. The St. Francis Neighborhood Center, Power Project After School Program, $25,000. Reading Partners for virtual and in-person literacy tutoring for elementary age students, $20,000. The Enoch Pratt Free Library Books for Me, $25,000. In the mentoring area, Building Our Nation's Daughters, $24,800. And next slide. Workforce Development, the Biotechnical Institute of Maryland, General Operating, $25,000. The Caroline Center, General Operating Funds, $25,000. The Julie Community Center, Child Care Training Program in English, $23,000. And Urban Alliance Foundation for a Baltimore High School internship program, $25,000. And then other would be Vehicles for Change for their car awards program, $25,000. And those are our grantees for next year. This is a pie chart. Anne and I have been looking over trends for the last 10 years or so, and we can tell you that the pattern is there is no pattern. It seems different things rise to the top each year, and so we don't have any one area that tends to dominate. But as you can see, this is where our funding is going for next year. Literacy and education is getting the biggest chunk, but life skills and workforce development are also getting sizable portions. On a personal note, I would just like to echo Anne's thanks to Mary Ann Pinkard for her invaluable service. We couldn't do it without Mary Ann. And I also want to very much thank Anne. She is smart and passionate and wonderful. And she is also enormously patient and has probably sent me the Zoom link that I can't find in my email, probably about 100 times this year. So thank you very much, Anne, for keeping me straight on my Zoom links, but also for just being a terrific person to work with. The grants committee is, in course, my unbiased opinion, just a fantastic committee, and it's been an honor to work with all the team leaders and all the readers. And I think you've done wonderful work, and we're going to be able to help many, many nonprofits in this upcoming year. So thank you.